Welcome everybody to the call. My name is Eric Johnson, creator and CEO of Teamzy. Excited to be with you tonight. So here's what we're gonna do. We've been having some fun kind of chit-chatting before I hit record. I'm gonna take you guys through a quick introduction to Teamzy. I'm gonna show you how to set it up. I'll show you how to set up the workflows for a power hour so that you can be super mega effective. A couple things that you need to know right off the bat about Teamzy. I'm sure you've heard about it by now. Everyone's talking about it in Juice Plus. But Teamzy does two things. One, it helps you systematically build relationships so that you can have a business that's built on meaningful relationships. You never have to feel icky or salesy or gross. You don't have to worry about damaging friendships or chasing away the people you care about because of your business. So it's based on that whole approach. And the second piece is it's going to make you so efficient, you can do all your DMO in less than 1 hour a day. So it's a kind of a win-win. You never have to feel icky, and you can crank out huge DMO in less than an hour a day, okay? So let me just jump right in and share Teamzy, and we'll walk you through this. Now, if for those of you watching this on replay, or if you're on it live and you've never logged into Teamzy or done anything with it, I want you to know, first and foremost, you can get a free trial at teamzy.com/JP. Teamzy.com/JP. You can get a free trial for 30 days free. No credit cards required, nothing strange like that, okay? And once you get going with Teamzy and you fall in love after your 30-day trial, you can come on with us because Juice Plus has endorsed Teamzy and negotiated on your behalf. Juice Plus distributors pay about a third less than the rest of the network marketing world for Teamzy, which is pretty awesome. So once you log into your free trial, you'll be in the setup wizard, which you can see on the screen right now I'm sharing. This is the first screen you'll see in Teamzy. Just get the mutes going there. All right, so there's a little video for me, but you don't need that because I'm live. So the first thing that Teamzy does is it takes an income goal. What is your income goal? How much money do you want to be earning a year from now? You put the number in. Teamzy backwards engineers that number to tell you what you need to do each day to hit the number. Pretty awesome. So my number was 150. You can see it's already set there. 150 has me connecting with 9 prospects, 6 customers, and 4 distributors on my team each day. That's 19 people. Okay, I can do this in about 15 minutes in Teamzy. Now, those of you who are brand new, it might take you 30, but you're still gonna get that done in that much time. Now, if you slide this, it changes your daily target. You guys see how that works? Okay, so here's what I recommend. I recommend no matter what your goal, say you're part-time, you still set it for at least 6 figures. Okay, just so you guys know, I want you to set it for at least 6 figures because this goal, 13 connects a day, is super easy to attain, even if you have less than an hour a day to work on it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that 100 grand for this example. Let's continue. The next step is getting your contacts into Teamzy. Again, we've made this as easy as possible, but if you need help, our team is there to help you. They'll even walk you through it. It's pretty cool. But you can see here some little, I guess you call these instructions. So if you want to get your contacts from your back office, you click here. It gives you the instructions on how to get your team into Teamzy, how to get your customers into Teamzy, right? It's step by step. You really can't mess this up. But again, if you need help, just ask us for help. Also, your Facebook friends, you can get your whole Facebook friends list into Teamzy. This is one of the things I love about it because instead of going through your Facebook contacts, trying to figure out who to connect with next, they'll be in Teamzy, and Teamzy will guide you and lead you, and you'll be super organized. Okay. So once you get all your contacts in here, you can get rid of all those little pads of paper you've been using to keep track of people, the sticky notes, the spreadsheets you never update, the 3-ring binders that are gathering dust in some room. Get rid of all those. Everything will live in Teamzy. It's in your phone. It's in your computer. You don't have to worry about those little pieces of paper anymore. All right, so once you get all those in, we're ready to launch Teamzy. Now, I've got one more thing that we want to do for setup. Before you can come in here and start crushing power hours every day, you have to do one more thing for setup, and that is to rank your relationships. They have to be ranked. If you notice that everybody on my list, they all have a number next to them, right? They'll have a number next to them. So if I go to the team page, I can toggle this rank mode. Actually, Teamzy does this for you automatically after an import, but I'm going to turn it on so you can see. On the team page, which is where all of my contacts live, like as a big list, Once I turn this on, now I can go down the list and rank people. See the little 5-star ranking system? This is a super simple system that allows Teamzy to create your Power Hour list every single day. See, when you go to do your DMO with Teamzy, you don't have to think about who to connect with. It will just tell you, here's today's list. There's no thinking and there's no planning ever required. Once you go through this once and rank people, you don't ever have to think about it again. Nobody will ever fall through the cracks. So the way this works is everybody that we put into Teamzy is constantly cycling in front of you. And they come up more often if they have more stars. Okay. So if I'm going down my list and I want to change someone's rank, I just click where I want them to be. Let's say I want Jerome to be a 2-star. Great. Now he's a 2-star. If I want to make him a 4-star, you just click like that. Super easy to change somebody's rank. And you don't actually have to rank everybody, because once you do your bulk imports, everyone starts as 3 stars. So you really have to just move for the 4s and 5s. But here's what I want you guys to understand. You got to do this step because in relationship marketing, you need to spend more time with the best people. You need to be talking to your best people more often. Okay. The 80-20 rule, if you've ever heard that term, that holds for this, which means that 20% of your relationships will bring 80% of your business. You need to be talking to those 20% more often. That's why we need to rank people. Okay. And once you've done it, Teamzy will automatically create your list. So now that we've got this done, let's go ahead and do our Power Hour. Okay. Cool. So now I'm ready to do it. You can see here, here's the goals we set. 6 prospects, 0 done. I need to connect with 4 of my customers. I've got 0 done. 3 of my distributors, 0 done still. I need to invite 3 people. I'll explain that in a little bit, and add 3 people. These are new people I'm adding to my teams each day. I just added Nick, so I have 1 done. Cool, right? Cool. Now check this out. Power Hour right here in the center. The Power Hour module is designed to help you absolutely crush your DMO in no time at all without having to think. And it also keeps you from getting distracted, from losing focus, from skipping, and hopefully it will keep you from overthinking as well, because overthinking is where we waste all our time. So let's go ahead and do this. The Power Hour works like this. The left side has my lists: prospects, customers, distributors, and follow-ups. 4 lists, okay? 5 names at a time. That's all it'll show me. That keeps me from skipping around too much, and it keeps me from losing focus and getting overwhelmed. The right-hand side is where I log the activity as I do it. So I don't have to come back ever and do homework. It's just logged as I go. Okay. So let's go ahead and start this. You start from left to right, always on a Power Hour. So I'm going to connect with prospects first. So what we're going to do with prospects is we're going to connect with them. We're not going to reach out and try to sell them or send them a link or a video or something like that. Gag me with a spoon, right? We're not going to cold invite them to try Juice Plus when we haven't talked to them since high school. What we're going to do is just connect with them. Okay. And the goal is to make their day. We call it the make someone's day mindset. We're just going to connect to make their day. That's it. My goal is that they smile when they see my message. Okay. And if I do it right, a good number of them will reply, which now gives me an opportunity to have a conversation. Okay. So the first person on my list is Nick. I'm going to connect with him. Now, what I used to do is I would stand in front of my screen and try to figure out what the heck to say to Nick. Sometimes I would go look at his Facebook page and I would read every post, and I would, try to find some in with Nick. Right after 30 minutes of wasted time, I finally message him and he doesn't respond anyway. What a waste of my day. Make sense? Here's what I found. The simpler the message, the better the response rate. Not only that, it takes me less time, which means I can reach out to more people. Then I focus on having conversations and learning about people with the ones who actually respond. I don't waste any time. Does this make sense? And the people who I do message and don't respond, I don't worry about them, because they come back on Teamzy automatically down the road based on their stars. If they're 3 stars, they come back in 90 days. If they're 4 stars, they come back in 60 days. If they're 5 stars, they come back in 30 days. I don't have to think about them. Does this make sense? So what I'm going to do is just start messaging people. So I have figured out over several years how to just start some conversations, and I made scripts for you of what I discovered. So you can go right here to scripts and get one of my scripts so you don't overthink, and just message them. So I'm going to grab this very first one. It's called Connect Number 1. Here's the script. Hi, Jane, just stopping by to say hello. How are you? I hope your day is awesome. Nick was just teasing me that he says awesome all the time because of me. Little side note, I got to share this story with you guys really quick. I was doing a call, gosh, it was like 3 boot camps ago, and I had somebody from the UK. She was very stoic. And she says, I would never say awesome to somebody. Okay, that's cool. I would probably never say brilliant, right? They say brilliant all the time. Then a minute later, she says, she started talking about how she wasn't getting any positive responses from people. And I started piecing it all together, right? She's not enthusiastic enough to ever say awesome. She would never say awesome. And I'm not surprised why people aren't responding enthusiastically to me. Just teasing. You don't have to use the word awesome, but you got to be enthusiastic. You got to be excited, right? You got to be friendly. You have to be outgoing, even if you don't feel it. You got to put smiley faces and emoticons and exclamation points in your messages so that you can put some energy into people. Does this make sense? All right, so look, I'm going to go into the scripts. What did I do with it? Did I get the script? I closed it. Let's get that script, hit copy script. Now I've got it. I'm just going to paste it in here so I can change the name. Boom. I got to put some emoticons in here. Let's do a little smiley face. Yeah. Man, when I was in the corporate world, how many of you guys have corporate jobs still? You work in like corporate America. Do you use emoticons in your emails and stuff? We didn't have those, but I wish we did. Can't even tell you how many times people were like, why are you mad at me? What are you talking about? If I could have just put that little smiley face on an email, it would have been great, right? Look, here it is. Now I've got it just the way I want it. I've got little emoticons ready to go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quick copy that because I'm going to send it in Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger, I have to send it through Facebook. Look, there's Nick already, but that's a shortcut. We're not going to do that. So I'm going to look him up. Takes me a second. Here he is. There he is. Boom. Send. Paste that in there. Now I've sent the message. Look, there's a few of you. Do you know that? See, you got a few of you out there in Facebook. All right. So now that I've sent that, I'm going to log it in Teamzy. You log it by clicking the big blue button that says Log Connect. Okay, here we go. Boom, done. Now look, I've got 1 done, 5 left. My list has moved up. Nick's gone off my list. Why is he gone? If he doesn't respond to me, Teamzy will bring him back automatically in 30 days. So I'm not worried at this moment. I'm not worried about him. I'm going to the next person, Jay. I'm going to message her. Now, just to save time and be efficient, which I love doing, I'm just going to paste that same script in that I just used and change the name to Jay. I've already got my emoticons in there. Now I'm getting faster. So you see how quick this is? Right now, my goal is to get the outgoing love messages out there. Start making people's day. I'm going to send that message to Jay. Send. Toggle back. Log this one. 2 done, 4 left. Do you guys see how quick this is? Do I need to do one more? You got it. So I'll do Julianne, Evangelia, Patsy, Kathy, and I'm done. Done for today for prospects based on my goal of $100,000 a year. Done. So now I'm going to move over to customers. Now, just a little pro tip on this. Some people will immediately respond. Don't go after it and have that conversation yet. Get all your outgoing messages done first so you don't get sidetracked, okay? It won't take that long to get done with the outgoing messages. Then you can spend some time having conversations with the people responding. And again, don't worry about the people who don't respond. They'll come back automatically. Some people may take a few messages, but here's what I want you to know is that they will be watching you on social. They will be more engaged with you, even if they don't answer. So don't sweat it, okay? Next list are customers. So when you're done with your prospect goal, that little circle will be all the way blue, okay? And you'll see 0 left. Now I'm going to go to my customers. The first customer on my list is Emerson. Connecting with customers is equally as important as prospecting. Sometimes it could even be more. Once you've been in business for a while and you have some customers, it could actually be more important than prospecting. In fact, when I talk to top leaders who have large businesses, I tell them, you don't need to do anything but talk to your customers, really, honestly. Because your customers duplicate at a ridiculous level. Okay, so I'm going to give you my 3 quick reasons why you need to be in touch with your customers on a regular basis. You do not need, in my opinion, you do not need a complicated follow-up system for customers. If you put them in Teamzy and just every day do the number, you'll be in touch with everybody. Okay? And that's simple enough, and that's better than most people have. Why do you need to be in touch with customers? Number one, it's good service, right? It's good service. You're a business owner, it's good service. Number two, though, now we're going to get pragmatic. And with number one, beside it being good service, it's fun to have relationships with your customers, isn't it? It's rewarding. But number two, they will order more products and retain longer if you're in regular contact. Okay, this is statistically known that if you're in contact on a regular basis with your customers, they order more products and they retain longer. Right? It's really simple. If you go to a restaurant for a special occasion, right? Think about it. And you're having an amazing experience. Picture yourself with your significant other at this beautiful restaurant for a special occasion. Everything's perfect. It's amazing. The server comes out. The service is exquisite. The food comes out. It's absolutely gorgeous. It smells good. It tastes delicious. Everything's been perfect. Then your server never comes back to the table. Right? So one, you don't feel good about that. Two, you didn't get to order that second glass of wine or dessert, or have it, or have the amazing experience continue. Three, you didn't get to tell all your friends about your amazing experience so they could come have their amazing experiences here, right? So you got to be in touch. If you're in touch, just being in touch, they'll order more and they'll stay longer. They'll have a better time. Make sense? The number three reason why you got to be in touch with your customers on a regular basis is this. Who wants more customers? The best place for a new customer is from your current customer. The best place to get a new customer is from your current customer, because a current customer is excited about the products. They're talking about the products. They're out evangelizing. That's what everyone does when they like something. And so what this means is that your customers already have talked to their friends and family about Juice Plus, and a lot of those people are excited about Juice Plus. The statistic is that 82% of people make a buying decision based on a recommendation from a friend. So if your customers are talking to their friends already, that means they're, 82% likely to want to buy Juice Plus. Are you in touch with those people? Are you getting introduced to their friends that they're talking to? Because what's probably happening right now is that people that should be your customers or your new distributors are Googling Juice Plus and figuring out how to get the products because they don't know about you. Okay. So part of it is in being in touch with your customers and actually training them on how to bring people to you so that you can help them. All right. But you got to start by being in touch. So be in touch, because it's good service, it's rewarding, people will order more and retain longer, and it's the best way to find new customers. Make sense? So now if you've always wished you were in better touch with your customers, now you put them all into Teamzy. By the way, current and past and canceled customers all into the customer list. Start connecting with all of them. First person on my list is Emerson. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to go to my scripts. Teamzy is automatically now going to give me customer scripts. Okay. So this is my favorite one, especially if you haven't connected for a while with a customer. Hi, Jane, just checking in to see if there's anything I can do to make your day. So simple. Okay. Copy the script just like we did before. Okay. Change the name. Now you can paste this script directly into Facebook and save yourself a step. The only reason I started pasting into Teamzy first is because I sent some messages with the wrong name a few times. Now, did my arms and legs fall off? No, in fact, they were good connects, because once we laughed about it a little bit and made fun of me, I had a great conversation. But not everybody that is my student in relationship marketing is as happy about those kinds of mistakes as me. What am I doing? I'm going to look up this person, Emerson, to send the message, but Emerson is fictional, so I can't actually send him a message. Okay, you get the idea though. I send that in Facebook, log it here, and I move down my list. Let me just do one more script, give you an idea of some of the different scripts. Real simple one. Hi, John, how are you enjoying the products? Whatever it is that John's using. Send me an update. Let me know how I can be of help. Okay, send me an update. Let me know how I can be of help. Let's just put in Tower Garden there. You get it? Easy, right? Okay, so you're gonna go down your customer list again until your circle turns red, or is that pink? reddish. Once that circle is filled in, you will be done with customers for today. Then you toggle to your distributors list. My goal here is 3, so I'm going to connect with 3 distributors on my list. Okay. Again, just connecting with them. This is why it's called Teamzy. It's about building team and family. It's not about just generating sales. And your team needs more than just a page or a Zoom call, especially you leaders with large teams. They need to hear from you individually. The bigger your team, the more it matters. You know, I have to say, the Juice Plus community has been, well, Juice Plus community hasn't changed since I've known you. It's just that now I know you guys. You guys are amazing. We've had the opportunity, my business partner Mike and I have had the opportunity to meet so many leaders, 7-figure earners in Juice Plus, most down-to-earth, humble, normal people you've ever met. And in other networks, I will tell you, those people act and are treated like rock stars. Nobody has access to them. They have velvet ropes that they live behind. They have handlers. They have assistants who field messages from their teams. So it's more of a coaching for me to say, you need to be in touch with your team. What I have found with Juice Plus leaders is they're like, yeah, I get that. So Teamzy let me do that? Cool. Let me sign me up. I'm going to go in there and start connecting with my team. It's much easier sell because you guys understand that. But that's a key piece of it. See, the social science proves what you guys already know is true, which is that people are more motivated by relationship than they are by money. They need to feel that connection and that belonging. And that's done one-on-one. So what we do is we connect with our team the same way. We go down the list, whatever the goal is. If you have 3 distributors on your team, obviously you're not going to be connecting with distributors every day. You're going to be more focused on prospects. But as your team grows, this becomes an important part of your power hour. Make sense? So I connect with my distributors, whatever my goal is for the day. So now I've connected with prospects, customers, and distributors. What I've done is just made people's day. Now, the second half of my power hour is to work my follow-ups list. Okay, when I get to my follow-ups list, there's really nobody on it because follow-ups and Teamzy aren't automatic like connects. See, the connects, everybody's always cycling through them. The follow-ups are something that we set. We put people on the follow-ups list when they become a strong lead for us. Okay, so just to give you an example, as I'm messaging Nick, he says, oh, hey, great to hear from you. And we're having a conversation. And now my goal is to engage Nick in a conversation. And I'm just asking him, so what's going on with you? What have you been up to? Give me an update on your life, whatever. And so we're catching up and I'm just having a conversation with him. I'm not trying to pitch Juice Plus. I'm not waiting to pounce, like waiting for my opportunity to pounce on him with my business. I'm just having a conversation with him. And my goal, it's so funny because, in the Bible, when they say Satan's like a lion waiting to pounce, I always think of network marketing on that verse because people are waiting to pounce with their business. How do I do it? Where's the opportunity where I can jump in and talk about my business? No, what I'm trying to do is just have a conversation. I'm trying to find out about what's going on in his life and see if there's somewhere I can help him. What is happening in his life where I can help him? Maybe I can recommend an article or a book based on something he's telling me. Maybe he needs someone to pray for him today. Maybe something big is going on in his life. Maybe he needs, all this rain going on right now in Texas. Maybe he's got a leak in his roof and he needs a good roofer. And I happen to know some great roofers. How can I help him today? Okay. Now, as we're talking in conversation, he's telling me about his life and catching up. I'm going to tell him about my life. I'm going to tell him what I do, why I'm passionate about it. I'm not going to hide the fact that I do Juice Plus. I'm going to tell him, hey, this is what I've been doing. And I'm so passionate about it because tell him your reason. Okay. And what Nick will say in that conversation context, you guys, is, wow, good for you. That's great, Eric. Good for you. Okay. Yeah. And so then maybe I'll ask him, hey, would you like to learn more about what I'm doing? It's that simple. Would you like to learn more about what I'm doing? And he says, no, thank you, Eric. Good for you, but no, thank you. Okay, no problem. Hey, it was great catching up with you today, Nick. I really enjoyed talking. You say, me too, Eric. I said, could you do me a favor, though? If you do come across anybody who's struggling with their health, who's struggling to feel the energy that they need to get off heavy medications, whatever the case may be, because I'm so passionate about helping people with their health, could you connect those people to me so that I can get them some information? And he's going to go, okay, sure, I'll do that. Great. So I plant the seed when they say no. We had a great conversation. We connected. I planted the seed, and he comes into my Teamzy flow, and I'll connect with him again a couple months down the road. Each time our relationship gets better and stronger. When he says, yeah, Eric, actually, I would like to do what you do and be at home all day long with my kids and not have to have a job and not be worried about money. And the only complaint that I have is the size of my tax bill. That does sound good. Great. Perfect. Now I'm going to invite him. See, so when I uncover interest in a conversation, I always ask people, are you interested in learning about this? Would you like to learn more about this? Okay. Sometimes you need to plant that seed and invest more time before they really want to know about it because, you're just reconnecting, but sometimes they're interested. Yes. They put their hand up and say, yes, I'm interested. Great. Now I'm going to invite him to something specific. Okay. Cool. Well, let's, hey, do you have 5 minutes right now? We can jump on a Zoom or a phone call so that I can ask you a couple questions, find out what your goals are and see if it's something I can help you with. He says, all right, sure. Jump on a Zoom. I'll ask him some questions, figure out what he needs. Okay. Based on what I learned from him, I will invite him to the solution to his problem. If he's talking about a health situation, I'm going to invite him to get Juice Plus as the solution to his problem. I'm not going to ask him if he wants more information on Juice Plus. I'm talking to him about it. When I send him, I'm just telling you guys how I do it. When I send him the information on the product, it's going to be with instructions on how to purchase it. Here's how to purchase it, and here's more information on it. Right? Because the truth is, sorry, it's just a little rant, but I want to go off on this for a second. Some of you guys, I know a couple of you were on my call last night, so we already went off on this a little bit last night. The truth is that the information about Juice Plus, it's the most documented research in the world, right? Yeah. And there's 60 million reviews of it online. There's no information about Juice Plus Nick can't find. Not only that, all the competitive products, anything out there, he can go find that on his own. What he needs is somebody that he trusts to listen, to find out what he needs personally and help bring some sanity from all that information and help him find a solution. 82% of purchases are based on what? The recommendation of a friend. Why is that? Because we're overwhelmed by the information available to us. People need someone they trust to say, this has worked for me. You should try this. Does this make sense? I know I'm all I had to do was show you how to do an invite in Teamzy and how to follow up, but I just wanted to get a little deeper with you guys. So now I'm going to invite him to something. Let me show you how to do it in Teamzy. So first of all, he's no longer on my dashboard. So as we're talking offline and we get on Zoom or whatever, now I need to go log that I did that, and then I'm going to invite him to something. So I have to look him up in this lookup bar up here. Okay, there he is. That brings me to his record on the team page. So now I'm going to open up this connect box right here. Okay. See right on the bottom left where it says invite. I'm going to click that because I'm going to now log an invite. So what am I going to invite him to? Let's say, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think Nick would want the most? Let's say I'm going to do a connection call with my upline because, I've heard she's pretty awesome. What do you think? All right, let's just do that. So we're going to talk to the upline. Just an example. I mean, I could be inviting him to, I could be sharing the products with him. Hey man, you need to get these products. Here you go. I probably would do that too, personally. You guys have awesome products. I take them now. So I would do that. If you check me out, go to my Facebook page and check out my tower garden. It's out of control. Everything went to seed though. I didn't eat it fast enough, but I'm learning. It's my first time through. Now I have a pretty flower garden. But you know what I do is I just throw it all in a baggie and freeze it and just put it in smoothies. I don't care what it tastes like. You need all those vitamins. So look, whatever you log it, you log that connect. Okay. You put a little note, upline call. Okay, great. Let's say we did that via phone. Okay. And I set my follow-up. So it automatically sets for 2 days from now. You can set it to any day in the future, but the 2 days is kind of your safety net, and then log that connect. Now, what happens is when I go to the dashboard, you'll notice that I have an invite logged now. That's how you log an invite. It's a connect that has this invite moved to an invite type, okay? But also, he's now on my follow-ups list for 2 days from now. So when I find someone who's interested, I invite them to something specific, right? To buy products, to join the business, right? Of course, if he wants to buy the products, I'm still going to explain to him why he needs to join the business to get the products, because it's a better idea, right? So that's just how I would lead with that. But so now I'm going to invite him. I put him now on my follow-ups list. So we have this great conversation. He's like, wow, it was really great. I need to think about this a little bit. Okay, great. I'll connect with you in a couple of days, see if you have any questions. Perfect. So what happens is in a couple of days when I'm coming down to my follow-ups list and I see that he's due. See, right now he's not due. It's yellow, but it'll turn red when it's due. Okay. Oh, it's due. Now I need to follow up with him. So again, I'm going to do this just like a regular connect. I'll go to scripts. Okay. And I'm going to get a follow-up script. Notice that the scripts are now named, if you scroll a little bit, follow-up number 1, 2, 3. There, I actually put 10 in order, numbered. You really can't mess this up. I know I'm looking over there. That's where you guys are on my second screen. So I'm looking at your faces when I look over to the side. So let me grab this first follow-up. Hi, Jane, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions you have for me? This is my favorite follow-up script of all time. Those of you who are students of psychology, you'll know it's loaded with good phrases. But really, I want to talk to you guys. I'm going to talk to you guys about following up in a second. But I want you to understand that you need to promise people that you will follow up, and you need to follow through with it. This is part of your integrity and your character on the line. Okay, so you can see the words there. Just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? So I copy that script just like a normal script, okay? And we'll go send it. I'll show you how to do it without pasting it in Teamzy. For those of you guys who, hold on a second. Let me refresh this so I can get rid of that. There he is. Man, my internet must be slow. Are you guys hearing me okay? Because my computer's taking a long time to do stuff. Okay, here we go. So we're going to send this message. See, if you do it here, you got to change the name here. This is where I've accidentally sent somebody the wrong name because I'm too fast. But you can do it just as fine there. Okay, boom. So now I've sent him my follow-up message, okay? Now, I'm going to log it here in Teamzy. Oh, I forgot to copy it with the right name. That's okay. I'm going to log it here in Teamzy, and I'm going to make sure that I set the next follow-up. This is a key piece, okay? So if you weren't paying attention to that, when you're doing a follow-up, always set a new follow-up before you send it. So let's say we'll follow up in 2 days. Now log the connect that keeps him on my follow-ups list. All right. So let me talk to you a little about follow-ups. I already mentioned this part of your character following up. You guys need to understand this. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather today. Most people that you talk to will take a lot of follow-ups before they convert. A lot. Okay. The statistic is this: 80% takes 7 to 10 follow-ups. 80% takes 7 to 10 follow-ups. Okay. Most people freak out at that because they don't want to follow up 10 times. Very few people do it. And it's mostly because they don't want to be annoying. They're worried about being annoying or coming across that way. But here's what I want you to understand. If you really care about people and you really want to help them, let me see your hands if that's you. You cannot help them if they don't buy the product. Right? I mean, it's nice to pray with somebody or send them a nice little article, but you can't actually impact their life through Juice Plus unless they buy the product. And I'm telling you, 80% of them won't buy it unless you follow up 7 to 10 times. The follow-up is the only thing you have in your business that actually helps people. Okay? And this is why my mantra is this: following up is an act of love. Following up is an act of love. Failing to follow up communicates, I don't care about you. Sorry, I don't care about you. And I know that's not what you want to communicate. You guys are worried about coming across as an icky salesperson. And because you're worried about coming across as an icky salesperson, guess what you came across as when you failed to follow up? An icky salesperson. Following up is an act of love. You got to stick with people. You gotta love them through the process. And I'm here to tell you, statistically, 80% of them will take that long. Now that you know that, you don't need to get freaked out about it. When you follow up and you get no response, and you follow up again and you get no response, and you follow up again and you get no response, and now you're starting to make up stories in your mind about why they're not responding. You follow up again and there's no response, and you follow up again and there's no response. That is completely normal. Even if they're excited about Juice Plus, 5 or 6 no responses is normal. Some of those people that you get on the 9th follow-up will be your best distributors, your biggest builders on your team. Some of those people already are. You just followed up 3 times. Somebody else followed up 4 times and got them. They went on someone else's team. How many of you have had somebody sign up with somebody else and you're surprised that happened? Yeah. They told you they weren't ready and you believed them and stopped following up. Right? Happens to all of us. Don't worry about it. This is a learning process. I didn't get to find a book on this stuff. I learned it by banging my head into walls. Relationship marketing is like a maze in the dark. You find your way by banging into the walls, and then once you've done it, you can shine a light back for everybody else. Okay. So keep following up. You can follow my scripts. Keep following up. Now, for those of you who are concerned about being annoying, I'm going to teach you how to follow up without being annoying. I'll give you the 2 principles, and then we'll do some question and answer. Here's the 2 principles for not being annoying when you follow up. First of all, you don't even need to know this. If you use my 10 scripts in order, they already follow these rules. The first rule is this: don't ask anyone to do anything in your follow-up. Don't ask them to do anything in your follow-up. Don't ask them to even respond. Okay, the way I approach a follow-up is you don't have to respond because I'm going to keep following up and eventually I'll catch you. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to call me. You don't have to leave me a voicemail. You don't have to RSVP. You don't have to do anything. I just wanted to reach out to you. Okay. The number 2 rule for not being annoying is your message needs to be short and it needs to be typed. They must be able to read it, and they must be able to read all of it without opening the message. So I like Facebook Messenger. That's my primary way to message people because the response rate is best. Second best would be text message. Okay. The 2 worst follow-ups, in my opinion, would be calling someone on the phone or emailing them. Emailing them because the response rate is like 0, and calling on the phone because everybody hates it when their phone rings unexpectedly. It's true, right? My phone rang 3 times during this call. I'm so irritated that people called me while I'm trying to talk to you. Right? One of them was Mike Lopez. How dare he? Between 5 and 7, I'm always doing a team call, right? You get the idea though. So short and sweet and message. Here's why. Just to give you guys an idea. I'm talking to Sheila. She's so excited about Juice Plus. She can't wait. So after we've talked, a couple days go by, I message her. Yeah, see, look at her. I message her. Hey, Sheila. What was my message? Checking in like I promised I would. Do you have any questions for me? She sees my message on her phone. But here's what's happening. Right now, she's got a 3-year-old crawling up her leg, screaming for her to hold her. I don't know if this is your situation, but this just happened to me 10 minutes ago. And I'm pretty sure the dog is peeing in the potted plant around the corner at the same moment. But her phone buzzes and she's curious. So even though she's got to go handle all these things, she opens it. I mean, she just picks it up and looks at it. And because I followed my rules, she has the satisfaction of seeing my entire message and receiving that message. Now, why is she not going to open the message? There's no way on God's good earth she's going to respond right now. She can't. There's too much going on. But she still wants to see it. Now, if I had written her a long message that had a ... she's annoyed because now she has to open it. She's not going to open it right now, which means she doesn't get the satisfaction of seeing it all. If I sent her a voicemail or a voice message or a video message, she can't look at that right now. Does this make sense? So you make it easy on them, just the same way you would. And this is what's happening with people who are excited. Their life is happening at that moment you message them. And it's okay that they can't respond right now because you're going to be persistent and you're going to show, this gives you a chance to be consistent and show them that you are who you said you were. Does it make sense? But every time she gets a little message from me, she reconnects to the excitement and the hope that she felt when we were talking about the business the first time. Because what you guys sell is hope. Does it make sense? You sell hope. Hope for better health, hope for their children to not be sick, hope for a future, a financially free future. You know, network marketing was a lifeboat for me. I worked for the same company for 12 years. They laid me off twice in downturns, but I loved my job. I loved what I did. I had this yearning. My last position there was director of product development, and I was creating things, you know, big products, bringing them to market. So excited. I had all this entrepreneurial energy, and I had a very small-minded boss. Anyone ever experienced that? It wasn't that I needed money, it was that I needed an outlet to be creative without somebody else's small mind limiting me. My mind has its own limits to handle. I don't want someone else's, right? It was a lifeboat for me, and it is for a lot of other people too. And so when they talk to you, they're excited. They're in the midst of their current life right now. So you just need to keep connecting. You need to keep following up. Every time you log a follow-up in Teamzy, set the next one. Keep them on your list. And so this is what your power hour looks like. And I'm here to tell you that when you get to the 5th or 6th follow-up, people will often respond and say, thank you so much for following up. I really appreciate it. So your power hour, you connect with your prospects, you connect with your customers, you connect with your distributors. Whatever your goal, you'll get that done in less than 30 minutes. No problem, even if you're really not good at this stuff. And then you're going to go down your follow-ups list and you're going to follow up with people. You're just going to work your list. You go in here and you grab my next follow-up script, you send it, you set the next follow-up for them, and you move on. And that is what a power hour looks like in Teamzy. You do that every day, 5 days a week, and you'll hit that goal. In this case, it was $100,000 a year. You'll hit that goal. You just got to be consistent. You just got to do it. You got to work those relationships. You cannot be afraid to reach out to people. You cannot be afraid to share what you do and why you're passionate about it. You cannot be afraid to ask people, are they interested in learning more about it? Because when you go about this approach, you're not going to get hardcore rejection. People are going to appreciate the way you're caring for them. Does it make sense? And you'll get to share a lot more. And you'll be amazed how many people convert over time. You put them in that follow-up pipeline. Every month, you got a few converting. Every month, you got a few converting. Make sense? In my business, my goal was 5 people a month coming on as customers and distributors. That was my goal, was 5 people a month. It was super easy goal. It was a super part-time thing, and it was every single month. No problem. Once that little follow-up thing fills in, it's super easy. Okay, you just keep connecting, you keep connecting, you keep connecting, and that compounds. Does this make sense? Okay. So let me just finish off. We're gonna now drop Sheila. We're gonna finish off Nick in the system. I just had to give her a hard time because her camera was off, and I knew that would pull her out, and it did, right, for a second. Okay. So there's Nick. So I'm going to look him up again. So Nick comes on, he purchases. I'm going to go in and I'm going to log the sale. So I found him right there in my system, hit the sale button. What type? The sale type doesn't matter to Teamzy. Teamzy just knows that it's a sale. But for me, I'm going to hit, if he comes in as a distributor, I'm going to click application fee and save it. And then I'm going to tag what he bought. So he got, let's see, he got a quad. He got a tower garden. I don't know. Do you think that's what you'd get? That's what I bought. So maybe that's what he'd buy. Okay. Okay. So look, there you go. And then I move him from member type from prospect to distributor just by clicking on it. Done. So now Nick's on my team. He's going to show up under distributors next time I connect with him. Make sense? All right. Now we got a few minutes. If you guys have some questions, this is your chance to ask me anything within reason.
So, hey, Eric, I was on one of your trainings. I think it was on last Tuesday. maybe it was. Anyway, so you and I had chatted about why do I have 30 follow-ups every single day. So you gave me some suggestions on that, on how to manage it. And so now it's so much more manageable. So I just had to, move some folks from 5, because everybody was a 5, unless they
Mm.
were my business partners and they were 1s. But anyway, so that was really helpful coaching. So anyway, so thank you for that. So I want to let you know that I already implemented that, but it was really good.
Awesome. Good for you.
Yep.
That was an easy question. Does anyone have any? It's okay. I mean, I know it was really that good, right?
I did have some, but I can't remember it.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Eric, this is Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, but I want to say I really appreciate your time. I know it's valuable, and even though we have a smaller group, I really appreciate your time.
It's my pleasure. And we recorded this call, so I'm going to send you guys the recording, so you can
Great.
share it with the team. We get them into Teamzy. Oh, so let me just give for those of you guys on the recording, and for those of you here, I think everyone here is using Teamzy already, right?
Yes.
Hey, Marcy, I didn't even know you were sneaking in here. Some of you have spent way too much time on my trainings. It's all good though. I had somebody last night in our boot camp group. He told me he thinks he's watched me like 100 hours on YouTube. Like, wow. Well, then again, I was there for all those hours. I was there for all those hours too. So teamzy.com/JP to get your free trial started. That's the most important thing. Go get a 30-day free trial. I mean, it's crazy for you not to do it. It's free for 30 days. I give you full access for a whole month because here's what I can tell you. If you do Teamzy for a month, don't just sign up and do nothing with it. Go in and use the trial. Get an accountability partner, someone on the team to say, let's do it together. Hold each other accountable. In 30 days, you can generate income. Okay? Teamzy is $300 a year. Actually, no, wait. For Juice Plus, it's less than $200 a year for the whole year. If you can't make $200 in commissions as a direct result to your free month of Teamzy, you didn't use it. So go in, use the free month, let it pay for your year. Now you've got 12 more months to kick butt, and you don't even have to pay for Teamzy. You just write it off your taxes, right? So that's what I want you guys to do. Go get your free trial started. If you're already in your free trial and you blew it, you didn't use it, it's $19 to get a month. Your arms and legs won't fall off. As Grant Cardone says, you do not have a $19 problem in your life, right? That is not a problem in your life. You can make that happen. So come in, join our Teamzy family, and let's get rocking. Let's build this business together. Let's do it in a way that's fun and rewarding, where you can love on people and you can really enjoy this business and not be worried about, alienating people. So that's my 2 cents on that. Did anyone else have a question before I bless you guys and send you on your way?
Is there a max recommendation for putting people into the Teamzy?
A max?
Yeah, I mean, will it mess up the cycle if you have too many people in there?
If you have, so Teamzy can handle any size list.
Okay.
But it depends on how much time you're going to put into working your list. I would say I would probably max out at about 5,000 contacts. If you're going to work an hour a day.
Yeah, that's what I have.
If you're committed to do a couple of Teamzy boot camps a year, you can get more in because you'll do blitzes. So, Mike and I have been teaching relationship marketing for years, primarily with real estate people, but we've coached just about every small business owner there is. And so what we would do is we would do these little blitzes. So that's kind of what the Teamzy boot camp is, but you guys could also do them on your own. And what that is for a short amount of time, say 90 days or 30 days or 60 days, you kind of do 4 or 5 times your normal activity, and you do it as a group. And it's just like, it's a blitz, and that'll create momentum. And there's, it would be great if growth and business look like this, but it's like this, right? But you want it to be rising. And so you'll have lulls in your business, and then, a blitz kind of gets you back on track. So just something to keep in mind. But the best situation is to be consistent. It's just very, very rare that we're consistent all the time. So if you can get into stretches of being consistent, interspaced with a couple blitzes, you're going to be constantly growing your business. Hope that helps. So, all right, y'all.
Thank
Hunker
you so
down.
much.
Thank you. Stay
Thank
safe in the
you.
rain. God bless you all. Thanks for having me. Have an awesome night. We'll talk to you soon.
God bless you too.
you.
Thanks
Thank you.
again.
Bye, guys.